暗いところで南雲くん、声をかけても気づいてくれなくて、走っても追いつけなくて、最後は。
Weak to strong characters. This type of build-up from a main character primarily happens in shonen anime and a few other genres, which has sparked the anime community into really liking it to the point where it is so addicting that they want more, which is why I thought that it would be a great idea to make a list that focuses on this topic. Characters that start off as weaklings in the first episode and gradually build their way to become the best as you keep watching is what shows huge development for the character and story. If you enjoyed the video, then please consider subscribing to help me reach the next milestone. Oh, and I have also made a second and third channel which I am making content for at a daily basis, so if you would like to watch content that is not top 10 related, then subscribe to stay tuned for more banger videos. Now, without keeping you all waiting, let us get started with the video.
今さら気にするのは虫が良すぎると思うがね。
何があったのか教えてくれるだけでいいんだ。
Megalobox Season 2 is a very underrated series that I consider to be one of the best sports series of all time. Joe may have been the champ in Season 1, but in this one he is now a drug addict and facing depression, making him weak once again. Now Joe faces a greater challenge, and that is to climb his way back to the top and face his past, and also meet new characters and boxers along his way.
熱で頭がおかしくなっちまったのか、俺。
No matter how generic the series was for its first episode, you know, I'm gonna have to give it some credit for a more unique way of killing the main character, which is getting hit by Train-kun instead of Truck-kun. Haruto was reincarnated into a new body of a boy named Ryo, who is a poor orphan. After rescuing the princess from her kidnap, he was then summoned to the king's castle, and this is where his life is about to change. He enrolls into a prestigious academy with high magic powers, surrounded by nobles, while being the only orphan in this scene, and you know exactly what's coming next.
年齢はお前と同じくらいだ。
正直に話しなさい。
さあ。
お前すんごい老け顔だな。今までどんだけ苦労したんだい。はは。
Good old Black Clover. If you guys haven't watched this, then I don't know what you are doing. Asta was born without any magic capabilities or powers, awaiting to someday receive his grimoire at the ceremony day, which he never did get. Though, during an enemy encounter, he managed to get his hands on a grimoire different than others, which had a 5-leaf clover sign. It was said that a devil resides within this book, and so Asta was given an opportunity and a chance to finally get his hands on anti-magic, and now climb his way to become the next Wizard King.
起こすんじゃねえ、殺すぞ。
失礼しました。
どうした？殴り返せないのか？
Shinchi, who is the main character of Parasyte the Maxim of the series, starts as a weakling where parasitic aliens invade Earth to take over people's brain. One day, a parasite fails to take over Shinchi's brain and ended up on his right hand, which granted him mysterious powers to fight back against those creatures. Migi, who is the name of the parasite, had no choice but to cooperate with Shinchi to stay alive and defend themselves from other parasites.
おい、大丈夫か？
Now, I don't know about anyone else, to be honest, but I found myself really enjoying Gleipnir a lot, and I can't wait for the Season 2 announcement at some point, if it will ever get one. Shuichi, who is an average high schooler, suddenly transforms into a fox-like monster that is almost looking like a mascot. One night, a building was set on fire and a girl laid there awaiting to be rescued, which Shuichi did go and help, but she ended up taking a picture to blackmail him. Now she offered him some help as she needed to search for her sister, who was also a monster, and now Claire was able to go inside the monster to work with Shuichi to fight as a duo.
嵐に応じしか。諦めよ、諦めよ。
This right here is a very underrated shonen series focused on food brawls. It's not really cooking like Food Wars, but more so to fighting in a supermarket to get your hands on some bento boxes. Yep, that's right. Kind of a crazy concept, but it just works like a charm. The main character is a weakling and always gets his ass handed to him because he is bad at fighting, but learns as he goes on and at some point wins himself some bento boxes. Simple story, but it has tons of action.
あらワンコ
僕はここでどん兵衛にします。
俺は空手の息吹じゃねえか。
My boy Kenichi from Kenichi the Mighty's Disciple, a shonen masterpiece and story that exactly portrays how a shonen series should be handled with a main character. Kenichi, who believes he has no talent and is a loser, decided to join a dojo to learn the techniques of becoming a martial artist. Because he always gets beat for being weak, he will now learn how to defend himself through proper training without anyone giving him any powers. He does it all on his own, which is the absolute best thing.
おいボリス岩の風電話だよリーダーとかいう人から
お何撤退だと。
暗いところで南雲くん声をかけても気づいてくれなくて走っても追いつけなくて
Season 2 is coming in winter 2022, which is a while away, but at least we finally have confirmation of when Arifureta Season 2 is coming out. Nagumo, who was betrayed by one of his classmates to then being sent down to the bottom levels of the dungeon to suffer and survive. Upon feasting on monsters, he then transforms into a new being who is more powerful and is on a journey to go from commonplace to the world's strongest.
それを邪魔する者は誰であろうとどんな存在だろうと必ず殺す
To be honest, there's no question that Vinland Saga is by far the best revenge anime series of all time. The story, characters, world building, and everything about it is just perfection. Thorfinn witnessed his father being killed during an ambush and now seeks revenge on a man named Ashkelad by traveling with them, waiting for the perfect opportunity to fight against him fair and square in a duel. It's a story of how a young man changes from being an innocent boy to a badass, so this will have some huge, and I mean huge, character development. Okay, now hear me out for a second, guys. I know Takemichi is still weak, but I know I have a great feeling that he will become stronger over time. He wants to become the head of Toman to save the people he cares about, and that is exactly what is gonna happen. Imagine it being like Asta wanting to reach the impossible by being the Wizard King. Well, Takemichi is also trying to reach the impossible too, by becoming the head of a gang organization. Oh, and by the way, definitely don't sleep on Tokyo Revengers because things are about to get really good. That is all I have to offer for you today, ladies and gents. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and if you did, then please do smash that like button to show your support, and as always, I'll catch you all in the next one.